Heidi-ho neighbors, Rado Goji here, and welcome back to the Link's Awakening Randomizer. I know last time I said I was going to do a jump cut, but that didn't really pan out. I actually had ended up cutting the video there, and it's a few weeks later now. There are some things I know that I can do at this point. What I've done, or what I did do right before recording this was, well, not right before, but the process before I started recording again actually involved me looking at an overworld map of Link's Awakening, which I was able to find easily on the internet. Also, I have one on my computer here. And writing down all of the entrances in the game, and then going back through all my videos and marking down which ones led to, like, what entrances led to where, and where I've been before and all that. So yeah, this is technically still during my break that I'm on from uploading anything. I still wanted to, record a bit of this, but the editing is going to come later. Well, at least later for me. It'll already be done on your end there, but there you go. So there are a couple of things that I marked down that I can do. This was one of them. This was actually a cave I went to fairly early on, but couldn't go to because I didn't have the flippers and didn't think to come back here. I think this is the Mad Batter Transfer Cave in Martha's Bay. And this actually leads up to a... whatever this is, rupees. Alright, sorry about that. I was marking down what those entrances went to on my long list that I've made for just such an occasion. So, obviously my ultimate goals are to try to make as much progress in dungeons and find dungeon items to make more progress in other dungeons. And I also want to find the library so that I can gain, well, at least once I get the Pegasus boots at the very least, so I can gain access to the color dungeon, or whatever, the color dungeon entrance, I mean to say. I also want to... what was the other thing? I want to find the ocarina so I can start getting songs, because I'm fairly sure I can get all of the songs. At this point, I know where all of the songs are located. I just need to get more rupees to get the Frog Song of Soul. And I also want to get the trading sequence done, so that I can actually look up how to progress on the Windfish's Egg once we get there. So the next thing, I'm just basically looking at some quick things here and there. The next place I'm going to is Richard's Villa, which leads to the cave underneath the graveyard, because there is a chest I can get in there, now that I have the Rock's Feather, and can actually do stuff there. So I can kind of sequence break it a bit, and get into that chest there and see what's in there. Hopefully it's a secret seashell, because I only need one secret seashell before I get the level 2 sword. And also, there are only 2 pieces of heart left in the game, one of which I know where it is. It's in the Tamarinch Cave. Also, we can see where this exit leads as well, so that'll be nice. So, first I'm going to fall down a pit. Then I'm going to bomb this rock, like so. And the emulator's really jittery today. Sorry about that. Nothing I can do about that. It's always how it is with these. Like, I'll have like one recording session where the emulator's just fine, and then like the next one it gets like jittery most of the time. For the frog, the bell tolls did the exact same thing. Oh. Well, I actually do need the hook shot to get this, as it turns out, because unlike the piece of heart, I can't just walk into it and get it. I actually have to open it from the bottom, but that's fine. We can save that for later. This goes to the Mad Batter place, or at least the Mad Batter location in Martha's Bay, so I'm just going to write this down real quick. Okay, and we're going to go into the Mad Batter Cave, which is the library. Okay, well now we know where the library is. I'm just going to... So now we know how to get to the library when we have the means of doing stuff in there. It's just going to have to go through a cave in Richard's house. Okay, so I got that over and done with. I can actually take off that little asterisk I have on here. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I wanted to go back to Richard's Villa proper, which is an Upper Canlet Castle, because I did get all 5 of the leaves, so there's going to be some more stuff we can do there. Sorry if it sounds like I'm turning away here, I'm just kind of looking at my notes here, seeing how to get back to where that is. Alright, I figured it out. I had to... That's the tough part, is when you know where you want to go, and I have to look through all... Or when I know where I want to go, I have to look through all of my notes to find out, you know, all the different... That was Bao actually telling me to dig there, because there's a piece of heart up under where that owl statue is. I don't know how to get up there, though. But I basically have to go through my notes and find out all of the linking caves and whatnot I have to take to get to where I want to go. So I have to go to this cave here, which will take me through the Mysterious Woods Mushroom Cave. And then that will take me to Tall Tall Mountain Range here. Then I go through these... basically the first cave here. This will take me into the Canlet Castle path. Get some hearts from these Goombas here. That will take me to here, and then Richard's Villa is in here now. So now we'll give him all of our leaves, and we'll see where this takes us to. Why are you there? That's scary. There's some rupees in that chest. Yeah, that's scary. That's some creepypasta stuff. Alright, so the Pothole Field Cave will take us to... oh, Pothole Field. And that's something. So I can actually go back here and mark down that takes me to the normal place. Alright, let's start navigating. This should be the same as, I mean, they didn't randomize holes or anything like that, so... otherwise we'd be screwed. Slash all these and go. Yep, just catty corner up here. Deal with the lag that the emulator has all the time now. Great. That's my favorite. Basically just go up to where the slime key normally is and find out what the game is going to give us. So just dig this up. Oh, it's just the slime key. Or is it the slime key? Okay, it is actually the slime key this time. Okay, so that wasn't randomized at all. Fair enough, I suppose. At least that'll make things straightforward, and we can access the key cavern entrance and see what's in there. But before we do that, I do want to follow up on a big ol' oops that I made back in Angler's Tunnel. Because back in Angler's Tunnel, I was like, oh, I can't progress any further because there's a locked door here and I don't have a key. Well, I didn't even realize for some reason that... or for some reason I didn't realize that I did actually have a key. The key was obtained from the room before, so... oh, Freaky Richard. That's very unsettling. I'm glad I'm not going back in there. Okay. So let's go head back to, at the very least, the Animal Village area. And then remember how to... well, I can just get back to the Animal Village from Mukuku Prairie. And then work my way up to Angler's Tunnel from there, because I really should be utilizing the warp points a bit more. The less I have to worry about navigating these randomized entrances and whatnot, the better. Whoops, didn't mean to go back out. But this is going to make things it's a little bit out of the way to go, but it's going to make things a bit easier in the long run, I think, in getting there. So I don't have to look through and say, oh, I have to go to this, to this, to this, to this, to this. It can go in a way that it's, you know, programmed to go that isn't randomized at all. And it's just going to be like... Well, I have all the warps open now, actually. Because I've been past the one on, outside of Turtle Rock. Because those little caves actually went where they're supposed to go. This should take us to the Animal Village, and then we can just go straight to the Face Shrine from there without having to worry about... Or the Face Shrine area, I should say. Without having to worry too much about, again, going through 50 million forced detours and having to look through my notes for 5 minutes to try to figure out where to go. I mean, overall, it's a good thing that I actually thought to start writing everything down at once and filling them in as I go, rather than just you know, doing it that way. But oh, there's also another actually, before we go into Angler's Tunnel, I believe there's also another cave up here that I can get to that I totally bypassed. Because now that I have the flippers, I can actually get to it. So... it should be... go this way. Can I go into the water? If it's rapids like that? I don't see why not. Yeah, I can. How do the bombs hit me when I'm underwater? That's not cool. That cave there. I don't think I went in there at all. There's an instant transfer cave there. Where's this lead? This leads to the same cave. They took out the one-way drop, but this is the same cave, I think. Oh. I'll come back here. I'll come back to this. One moment. Alright, let's head back down to Angler's Tunnel before I forget to do it. And see what I was missing out of. Of course, I can't do the entirety of the dungeon still. I don't have the Pegasus boots with which to do so, but there is at least the smallest of sections that I can still access with that key. So, at the very least, it should still lead me to some chests. Which would be very nice. And then we'll explore that new area we just discovered. And just keeping myself focused with one goal at a time, because Lord knows the goals had been popping up quite a bit. So yeah, this is the door that I erroneously thought I could not go through. But I do have a key, so we can. See? I'm sure that many of you were screaming at me. I know that I was screaming at me when I was watching back the footage while editing. So, you know, and there was that chest there too. I never even thought to go this way. Now you see, now I'm blocked off from that locked door, but there is a chance that that chest there has a key in it. So at the very least, I can check that out, because that's something else I completely bypassed. Because I'm smart and stuff, and I'm very observant, and, even... it's just rupees. Alright, well, our Angler's Tunnel jaunt was cut a bit short, but hey. Even Skip Rogers overlooks details every now and again. So we'll just have to wait until we have the Pegasus boost so we can go back in there and jump the other gap and find some more keys. Hopefully it's not going to lock me out of the dungeon, of the rest of the dungeon, and also thus out of possibly another dungeon item that we desperately need. Also, we do need to clear all the dungeons in order to open up the Windfish's egg, so that's a thing. Alright, so let's go back up to... this is Telltale Mountain Range here. And this is the cave that normally goes up directly to Eagle's Tower, and this is the cave that's normally... this cave is normally a fairy fountain. I don't know, maybe it'll lead to a heart piece, or... well, that just leads to a fairy fountain again. I'm just going to mark this as normal. It may not even be the same fairy fountain, but it's still what it was before. So I'm going to just mark it as normal on my list, and we'll go up here, so that narrows things down. What cave is this? This is the same... this is also the same cave it's supposed to be. So this is normal. And that's normal. Okay. Well, I guess there were some things that didn't get randomized, apparently. But we do have the bird key. No, we don't have the bird key. I keep thinking we have keys that we don't have. At the very least, though... Oh, if we drop down this way, we can see where these caves go. Oh, yeah. More exploration time. Alright, where does this lead? Rupees. That's normally a gel in there. I think they took the gels out. That leads to the Rapids ride. So that's good. So now we can see where the raft shop goes to. One moment while I write all this down. Alright, yeah, it took me a bit to remember what exactly that cave was. That was the guy with the pineapple, or the guy I need to give the pineapple to. That's the cave that leads to him, normally. Raft shop goes to the raft shop. I think it's because of... Oh, you know, it makes sense that the raft shop is normal. Because otherwise the Rapids game would not work properly. I'm not going to do the Rapids ride, though, because there's really no point. So this is just a detour that's completely useless. But we do still have another cave this way, the last cave on this little plateau here, that we can explore. Let's see where this goes. Because I know this doesn't lead anywhere. Oh. Okay, that's the Animal Village cave, but we need the Pegasus boots. Okay. Well, I am in a pickle then, because... Oh no, we still got Key Cavern we can go to. Let me pick up this Guardian Acorn. Okay. So let's head on back to... Actually, I think we might be stuck. We are... Okay. Not necessarily stuck, we just gotta... Okay. No, we're okay. We can't leave the way that I was thinking we could leave, but we can just leave, you know, near the raft shop. So it's at least good for getting out of there. We will need to go back there eventually. But for right now, let's find our way to Key Cavern. I'll actually meet you there. Alright, we are back, and we're going to open up Key Cavern here and see what's inside. And there shouldn't be any dungeons left. I'm fairly sure that we've mapped out where all the dungeons are now. So this will probably just lead to... It may lead to more exploration or something like that, which would be nice. Maybe it'll lead to a treasure chest with dungeon items. I think the dungeon items are still, like, within the dungeons, just shuffled about the dungeons, because even though I checked off to have... we can have, like, unique items like that available outside the dungeons, I haven't found anything like that. Okay, this is... the cave that is in the Animal Village, where Crazy Tracy is now, and I think I need the hook shot in order to do anything here. Yeah, because there's normally a piece of heart up there. Okay, so that was a bust for now, but at the very least I did look around to see if there were any other areas we could access, and there is one place I haven't thought to go. Actually, while we're here and while we have the flippers, we can get this last secret seashell. Let's just get our sword. Very fast. We'll just get our sword. And then from there, I'm going to go back to Martha's Bay, because Martha's Bay, I can go to where the fisherman is normally under the bridge. Now, knowing my luck, the fisherman will just be under the bridge again, and that'll be normal, but at the same time, it could very well be, you know, something that we can explore there. Otherwise, the only other course of action I have is to go to Eagle's Tower. Not the regular Eagle's Tower, but where Eagle's Tower is now, the Mad Batter Cave on top of Mount Tamarinch. So, yes. So let's just get this sword real quick. And we can use this to kill like those little mirror enemies, and I think we can get rid of the flowers now if we really wanted to. I mean, we have Bow Wow for that right now, so we don't really need to worry too much about that, but yeah, so give me one moment. I need to mentally plot my path back to Eagle's Tower. 2 seconds. Actually, I tell a lie. We are going to where I said we were going to go the first time. Checking out what's under the bridge in Martha's Bay. Then, with no other recourse from there, then we'll go to Eagle's Tower, which is in the other side of Tall Tall Mountain Range now, in that Mad Batter place. But at the very least, we can check and see what's down here. It's the same. Okay. Alright, now we're going to Eagle's Tower. Alright, now I'm in Eagle's Tower, and we're going to see how far we can get in here before I'm completely out of options, in all honesty. This is my final hope as to places that... this is the only other place I can go. So if I don't find the Pegasus Boots or the hook shot here, I am screwed. And I need to find... I probably need to start again, start another seed. And it's a good thing I bring that up, because I actually made 2 more randomized ROMs today at work. And I actually tried one out, like the very, very beginning of it, and it puts me in a really good position. Like the path from the very beginning leads me almost directly to a dungeon that has the Rock's Feather in it. The sword is right outside that dungeon, and the overworld plays the what do you call it? The overworld plays the Tall Tall Mountain Range theme. So it's like that seed was made for me. Maybe that's the seed I'll win on, but I haven't given up hope yet. I'm going to see if I can get at least something from Eagle's Tower here. As far as I know, I don't really need the hookshot or the Pegasus Boots too much. I will need them. No question I'll need them. But I can get plenty of chests, I think, just from playing around here. So I've already got access to another chest just by hitting this guy over here. If I have something I can use the bow. I can also use bomb arrows if I want to. So that's a nice plus there. So let's go to the because I really don't need a specific dungeon item to like do most of the game here, because it's the mirror shield, and I already have the mirror shield. I got that in one of my other one of the other dungeons I went into. Alright, so the mirror shield chest has a map. Okay, not the greatest of things. I can go down here, though. This will lead to a chest. Please don't screw me over. Chest has a key. Okay. Alright, not bad. That's good, because then I can go up this way. I don't have the boomerang to take care of this guy like I normally do at this point. I can go up here. Well, I gotta trigger the crystal switch here first. Go away. I can fight this guy right away. So that'll give me a nice warp to the entrance. Let's see if I can get this on the first try. Nope, I cannot get this on the first try. That sucks. Actually, let's stand off to the side and see how well that does. They should all go... Okay, a couple of them went past me. That's fine, I guess. I don't know of good places to stand all the time with this. Actually, this seems to do pretty well. Good. I believe there is a chest up here. Yeah, I just gotta push those with the sparks in the way. This is normally the nightmare key. The ocarina. Okay, that's opened some things up, I suppose. I can get into the Turtle Rock entrance now. Okay, so that's a blessing in disguise. I'm happy with that. Let's see what else we can get while we're here. I'm fairly sure we can get a few more other things. Like, we can get the normal map and compass chests, I believe. Okay, we can't go the rest of the floor. But that's okay. But yeah, I know where all of the songs are, too. I can just go to the Maeve Village and talk to Marin to get the Ballad of the Windfish. I know where Mambo's Pond is, or Mambo's Cave is. That's gonna be useless to me without the hookshot. So I can get I can get Mambo's Mambo, and I know where Mambo's Cave is, so I can, and I have 300 rupees at least, so I can get the Frog Song of Soul. And again, Frog Song of Soul can be used. The Frog Song of Soul, for one thing, can be used to get the Flying Rooster, which I can use to get to another cave. As well as explore some of the other caves that we haven't been able to get access to. Although I don't know if I want to risk pulling out Bow Wow. While I have Bow Wow, it might mess things up, so I'm not going to try for the Flying Rooster yet. If anything, though, I will go for Turtle Rock and see what's in there. Okay, so those were just keys, but I do have another key that I can use to further explore the dungeon. Actually, can I go up here and access these rooms to get, like, the compass and things? Anti-Kirby? No, it's blocked off. Okay. I got to trigger the crystal switch. Oh, there's one right here. That's handy. Just sucks that I gotta use the bow to hit the switch, though, because I don't have any other ranged attacks that will cost me for free. Well, I could use the sword beam if I had full health, but I don't. I'll just flip these horse heads. That's rupees. Knock down another pillar, why not? Actually, let's get rid of these gels before they get too much in the way. Okay. Knock down that pillar. Set up, at the very least, set up pillar number 3. Because the 4th pillar we're not going to be able to do anything with. Mainly due to the fact that, we need the hookshot in order to be able to access the 4th pillar. So we're not going to be able to finish. Damn it. One moment while I sort these guys out. Okay, second try's not bad. Plus I got all my hearts back. No, don't go down the stairs. I don't know if that was the one bomb chest that you get somewhere in here. It might have been, in all honesty. This goes down back here. We don't want to be here. Let's go back around where the Hinox is. Maybe make our way back around there. No, we can't. That's blocked off. But I think that's okay, because we want that to be blocked off. Because we want to be able to go south and around that particular room. So that's fine. Am I weigh everything? Because I think we've pretty much done everything we can do here. Unless I can find another key door. Yeah, there's a block, but I'm not going to worry about the block because, in all honesty, all that's going to do is just allow a little bit of access in a room that I can't really get past anyway because of the crystal switch blocks. So I'm not going to worry about it. This is a freaking tile room. Actually, I could magic powder to the Yantei Fairy if I really wanted to, but I don't right now. So let's just knock this pillar down here. And then I'll just set up the orb to go to the 4th pillar. And then we'll come back later once we have the hook shot and get rid of that. And we can get that chest to show up, and that'll possibly have something in it too, but again, we can't get to it. But I can, at the very least, save us some time later by bringing the orb down, so that's fine. So we've done a majority of the dungeon at the very least. Once the pillar is down, it's straight to the boss. In all honesty, though, I think that normally bomb chest probably has the compass in it, because I don't think we have the compass. No, we don't. But there's also a potion in here in the deluxe version, so maybe that got shuffled in as well. Anyway, that's all set up, so we're just going to go ahead and leave Eagle's Tower for the time being, because there's nothing else we can do here. And we'll actually be right near Turtle Rock, because of where the cave is that leads here. So that'll be nice. So we'll just pop into the warp, pop on out, and head on over to the, oh, actually, this may not lead directly where we want it to go. No, it will not. We have to, because I forgot, this just goes back to Martha's Bay, pretty much. Yeah, see. Alright. I have to figure out how to get to Turtle Rock. One moment.